How's it going, everybody? You got the Razman coming at you here with another episode of the Razman's Reality, and today is the debut of my Let's Talk series. A couple of videos ago, I did a episode on channel ideas and what you guys would want to see, and you guys said that you'd want to see video blogs from me, but then I got to talking to my buddy Rotisserie Jamie and thinking that video blogs have kind of evolved into, when you title something a vlog or a blog, it is usually someone going around to different rooms, showing what they're doing, going around town, and things like that. So for me, because I can't do that, I thought I would just entitle these type of videos Let's Talk, because it's basically, I will tell you what I've been doing on occasion, but it's basically me asking you guys and gals questions out there, trying to engage discussion, encouraging comments, and video responses. Which, by the way, for those of you that don't know, you might think you can't do a video response anymore because the video response feature doesn't exist. You actually can, because now Google no longer blocks links in the comment section. So you can just send me a direct link to your video, and that will be your video response to my video. So, first thing I want to tell you all is that I've decided that I am going to get a Mac. I'm enjoying immensely the quality of this camera. It's so much better than any other camera I've had, and the editor, even on the mobile version, is the best editor I've ever used in terms of iMovie. So I want to be able to get a Mac so that I can have a larger screen to edit on, and I can save battery if I still want to use FaceTime as a chatting feature and not use Skype. And the other big thing in terms of the show in particular, my videos in particular, is I can be able to bring back tutorials. There's no good way of recording an iDevice on Windows without paying for a program or dealing with things to manipulate Windows to make it work, as opposed to Mac, when you can just use QuickTime Player to literally record any i-related device. So that's what I want to do, whether it's doing tutorials on the iMovie full version when I get it, or whether it's doing tutorials on the mobile version if there's something different about the mobile version that I like or dislike. So that's a goal of mine. I want to get a Mac. If anyone has any suggestions on how to get it, besides saving up for it out of pocket, because obviously when I save up for it out of pocket, that means I'm only going to be able to get very few pickups this year, and it's going to be late this year or early next year before I can afford to buy one because of the price of it. So if anyone has any suggestions on how to get an iMac quicker, let me know in the comment section, or if you want to do a video response. And this is not slamming Windows. I'm not going to sit there and bash Windows. Yes, I've discovered that I like the Mac OS better than the Windows OS, but this is not what I'm bringing up the discussion for and saying what I'm saying for. It's simply a matter of personal preference. And my personal preference right now, and what's better for me, is the Mac OS. So that's just something that I've decided to do. The next thing I want to talk about, I guess, is what you would call the main topic of this video, which is something that I got to talking about with rotisserie Jamie the other night, because she's the type of person, we'll sit down and talk about one thing, then we'll go to another and another and another, and by the end of it we've talked about 5, 6, 7 different things, and we're like, how did we get on that? Well, one of the things we got on the other night was dreams. And dreams, of course, are an expression of your subconscious, but the question is, and what makes this a good subject matter is, are your dreams actually trying to tell you something, especially when a dream comes true, or is it just literally random? Like, for example, last night, I'm not going to say what it is because it's deeply personal, and I don't want to mention it out loud, but I know for a fact that I dreamed about something because it was something that I talked a lot about, and it was just on my brain, so my subconscious transferred it into my dream and made it happen in a dream. It doesn't mean that I want that thing to happen to me. It just means that that was what I was discussing, and that's what my dream brought out in me. But I also think that there are times when you don't dream, even though you get into the right amount of sleep to dream every night, you're not going to always remember having one. And that just means that whatever you dreamed about is not something that you need to be thinking about over and over and over again. And lastly, I do believe that dreams can come true because I've had it happen to me before. So, yeah, what do you all feel about it? Do you feel like your dreams are something that you need to do in your life that maybe you've pushed down, repressed, and it's your subconscious bringing it to the forefront? Do you think your dreams are something that you need to do to better yourself, or do you think your dreams, like I said, the majority of the time are just the last thing you did or said? Or do you think your dreams are completely random? Or do you think it's just a combination of everything? I really want to get a discussion on this topic because I think it's incredibly fascinating. And lastly, I just want to talk about friendship. What do you all look for in your friends? Are your friends people that are exactly like you? Or are your friends people that are mostly like you, but you also know will challenge you and help you think about things differently and end up making you a better person as a result of it? The latter are the kind of people that I know are my best friends and the people that I want to spend the most time with. So I'm just curious because I think the criteria for a friendship is the same type of criteria for a romantic relationship. I think everyone has their own standards, and I think that who you choose to have in your life is very, very important. So if you want to share that with me now, in hindsight, I'm thinking that might be a really personal topic. So if you don't want to share it with me, you don't have to. But it's just something that I think would be an interesting subject matter. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the first edition of Let's Talk here on the Razman's Reality. If you have any suggestions for what you would like to see in future episodes, leave them down below. By the way, I do want to mention real quick that just because this one happened on a Monday doesn't mean that every one is going to happen on a Monday. Like, for instance, I'm going to a concert on Saturday. I'm going to see Alexis perform again. So I may try to put that up on Sunday just because I might be in the mood to do it as part of Let's Talk. So I'm not going to put a date on things, and I'm not going to always say this video happens this day, this video happens this day, but like I mentioned before, I'm going to be trying to do 3 videos per week from now on. So your next video most likely will be the NXT weekly reviews on Thursday, but I'm going to try to get the non-spoiler version of Star Wars The Force Awakens out on Wednesday in between. It just depends on what's going on Wednesday and whether or not I want to do videos on back-to-back days. But if I don't, you will see that video on a Saturday following the Thursday review, the non-spoiler review for The Force Awakens. There are certain things that I will put a date on because of how the rest of the week's schedule is going to go. So that is something I know for a fact is the case and is reality. So hope you all enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed doing it. And thank you all for watching as always. And I will see you all next time.